Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live stream, the live class. Today we're going to be learning many phrases that we can use in our daily lives when we're talking about feeling very busy with all the things that we have to do. Many times we feel this way when we are at work or at school and we are overwhelmed with all the things that we have to do. Oh, I can hear my voice very well. Okay, good. So we're ready to have the class. Ready? We're going to learn these 10 phrases, how we can say that we are very busy and stressed. Let's start by reading the small short story that I have prepared for us. Ready? Let's read about Martin. Martin had been swamped with work for weeks. Every morning he opened his laptop with a deep sigh, already feeling overwhelmed before the day had even started. His inbox was always flooded with emails, and new tasks seemed to appear out of nowhere. "I'm up to my ears in reports," he muttered one Monday, rubbing his temples. He felt like he couldn't catch his breath, as if work was a wave that kept crashing over him. The main problem was the tight deadlines. His manager kept saying, "We need this as soon as possible," which usually meant by the end of the day. Martin tried to stay on top of things, but every time he finished one task, 2 more were added to his list. He started burning the candle at both ends, working late into the night and waking up early to get a head start. Still, it never seemed to be enough. At lunch, his colleague Sarah noticed his tired eyes. "You look stressed out," she said gently. Martin gave a weak smile. "I have too much on my plate," he replied. He explained that he was trying to juggle multiple projects at once, and he was afraid of falling behind. Sarah nodded. "Maybe you should prioritize your tasks and focus on one thing at a time," she suggested. "You can't do everything at once." That afternoon, Martin decided to take her advice. Instead of panicking, he made a simple to-do list and marked the most urgent tasks. He realized that not everything was a matter of life and death. "I need to take it step by step," he told himself. When his manager asked for another update, Martin calmly said, "I'm currently working on the most urgent tasks. I'll get to the others as soon as possible." For the first time in days, he felt slightly more in control. By the end of the week, Martin was still busy, but he was no longer drowning in stress. He understood that work can sometimes pile up, but it's important not to let it take over your life. He learned to ask for help, set realistic deadlines, and take short breaks to clear his head. Although he still had a lot to do, he no longer felt completely swamped. He felt capable of handling it, one task at a time. So, what do you think about this story of Martin feeling swamped and overwhelmed with work and stress? Did you understand the story? If you did, let me know in the comments. So, the first phrase that we will look at is swamped with work. What does this mean? It means very busy, having too much work to do. It said in the story, Martin had been swamped with work for weeks. How else can we use this expression? I can't go out tonight. I'm swamped with work. She's been swamped with work since she started her new job. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt swamped with work? Like you are in a swamp and you cannot get out of the wet swamp. It's like you're slowly falling down into the swamp and you are going to drown. Number 2, up to my ears in something. What does that mean? Well, it's like the swamp, right? The swamp is coming up because you are sinking down. When you are up to your ears in something, that means that you're almost not able to breathe, right? If you are up to your ears in work, that means the work is at this level and only this part of your head is showing. Having too much of something, deeply involved or overloaded. I'm up to my ears in my children's problems. They cause me so much work and headache. I'm up to my ears in my children's problems. The quote from the story says, I'm up to my ears in reports. So, have you ever felt up to your ears in something and it made you feel stressed? Let us know in the comments. How else can we use this? Well, for example, I'm up to my ears in homework. They're up to their ears in debt. That means they have a lot of money that they need to pay. They have to pay a lot of money. The phrase number 3, tight deadlines. What is a tight deadline? It's a short amount of time, a small amount of time, to finish a task or finish a job or finish work. So, if the teacher tells the student, your homework has to be finished tomorrow. You have one day to do your homework. That's a tight deadline. He doesn't have a lot of time to finish the work. Have you ever had a tight deadline? You needed to do something very quickly because you did not have a lot of time? What did the story say? It said, the main problem was the tight deadlines. That was the main problem, the tight deadlines. How can we use this in other sentences? Well, journalists often work under tight deadlines. They have a lot of work to do, and they have only a little bit of time to finish it. We have a tight deadline, so we need to finish today. If you have ever felt that you were under a tight deadline, let us know in the comments, and I will be happy to read your sentences. Number 4, burning the candle at both ends. So, when you burn a candle, usually you just light the candle at the one end, right? But when you're burning the candle at both ends, that means you're working very hard from early in the morning until late at night, and you're not getting enough rest. The story said that Martin started burning the candle at both ends. He was working late into the night, and he was waking up very early. He surely wasn't getting enough rest. How can we use this in other sentences? She's been burning the candle at both ends, studying for exams. That means that she studies from early in the morning and she continues studying until late at night. If you keep burning the candle at both ends, you'll get sick. Why? Because you won't have enough rest. And you need enough rest for your health, right? Number 5, too much on my plate. What does this mean? Well, it means you have too much to do. Too many responsibilities or tasks. The story said, I have too much on my plate, right? He had too much work to do. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt that you just had too much on your plate and you could not finish all of it? It's like when we have a plate of food, but there is too much food on the plate, and after we eat a lot, there is still a lot on the plate. It's too much, and we cannot finish all of it. We are full, and we cannot eat anymore. So that's what we can say when we feel like we have too much work. I'd love to help, but I already have too much on my plate. He took another job even though he had too much on his plate. That's not a good idea because you're going to get sick and not be able to finish all of the work. If you ever felt that you had too much on your plate, let us know in the comments. Number 6, juggle multiple projects. To juggle, have you ever seen jugglers throwing balls up into the air and catching them with their hands? Well, sometimes we can try to juggle work. We need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do the other thing, and we're trying to juggle all of the work at the same time. That's not a very smart thing to do, right? We're probably not going to be able to finish all of the work. She's juggling 3 part-time jobs. That's a lot of work. Parents often juggle work and family responsibilities. That's not easy. Have you ever had to juggle multiple things at the same time? Let us know in the comments. Number 7, prioritize your tasks. What does that mean? Well, to prioritize something means that you need to determine, you need to choose which thing is the most important and which thing is not as important. To decide which tasks are most important and do them first. Do not start with the least important things. You should start with the most important things. The story said, maybe you should prioritize your tasks and focus on one thing at a time. After you finish that one thing, you can move on to the next thing. And which thing do you start with first? You start with the most important thing. And you finish with the least important thing. You need to prioritize your tasks before you start working. I prioritize my tasks every morning. Do you have the good habit of prioritizing your tasks? Or do you just do the first thing that comes to your mind without thinking about it that much? Let us know in the comments. Number 8, step by step. What does that mean? Well, when you take something step by step, or when you do it step by step, you do it slowly but carefully. You do it one stage at a time, one step at a time. That makes the work be done more efficiently. Better, right? The quote from the story says, "I need to take it step by step." Don't rush, just do it step by step. Do the first step, and then you can move on to the second step. If you try to do all the things at the same time, you're going to feel overwhelmed, and you're not going to do the work efficiently. Okay, pile up, number 9. What does this mean? When work piles up, that means it becomes like a mountain, right? Too much work. It's piling up. It's getting bigger, like a mountain, going up into the sky. That can feel very stressful. So, in the story, he said he understood that work can sometimes pile up and get to become too much to handle. What can pile up in the home? Well, look at the example. Dirty dishes can pile up quickly, right? When you drink something and then you put the dirty cup down, and if you don't wash it right away, you might get another cup and drink, and then it's dirty, and now you have 2 dirty cups. And these cups and dishes, they pile up quickly. It might be better to just use a cup or a dish and wash it, and then get your other cup. And then you won't have 2 dirty cups. You'll have only 1 dirty cup, and things will not pile up. If you allow the dirty dishes to pile up, you're going to feel overwhelmed. Oh, now I have a sink full of dishes, and I need to wash all of them right now. That can be stressful. What else can pile up? Look at the example sentence. Bills, right? Things that you need to pay for. Bills can pile up. And in the example, it says that bills started to pile up after he lost his job. Why did the bills pile up? It's because he didn't have any more money. He couldn't pay the expenses. He couldn't pay the bills. Number 10, clear his head. What does this mean? To clear your head, it means to relax, maybe take a break from the work so that you can think more clearly. And then later, you can come back to the work with a fresh mind, a cleared mind, a relaxed mind. In the story, it said he learned to take short breaks to clear his head. That's very helpful, isn't it? When you have work to do you clear your head by stopping the work and relaxing? Do you take the time to clear your head? Let us know in the comments. Some people go for a walk to clear their head. The example sentence says, she took a deep breath to clear her head before the meeting. So, Okay, let me forget about all that stuff, and now let me focus on what I have to do. I have to focus on the meeting, right? We can clear our heads. Stop thinking about that. Start thinking about what we have to do now. Take a deep breath to clear your head. So, what do you think about these 10 very practical, very natural sounding phrasal verbs that native English speakers use on a daily basis? If you watch this video again and again, and if you make sentences in the comments and try to speak sentences that you make out loud in your home, you will take these phrasal verbs and they will become a part of your head, a part of your mind and your heart. And then you will start to use them on a daily basis every day. So why don't you give it a shot? Watch this video and take notes. Or you don't even have to take notes because they're all right here for you in the video. And you can start to make your own sentences using these phrasal verbs. Burning the candle at both ends, tight deadlines, up to my ears in something. Let me know what your sentences are. I'll be very happy to read them. And I hope that this live English class was helpful for you. If it was helpful, please let me know in the comments. Or if you think that there's some other topic that could benefit you, let me know. And I might make a class about it next time. Have a good day or a good night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.